Hello everyone, and welcome to another Fader Rose Creations. We're going to try and make this one a quick one and show you how to download Sims, lots, rooms, mods, all that jazz. Let's get into it. If you didn't know, I am not just a tutorial creator, I actually create custom content, clothing, shoes, hairs, fun stuff. If you would like to check it out, my Patreon is always linked in the description. I'm going to use my Patreon to show you guys how to download CC and stuff from Patreon. So you'll go to a creator's profile, they'll have it linked on their Facebook, Tumblr, wherever you found them, Pinterest, and all you're going to do is scroll down to the post and you can click tier and click free members if you want to access the stuff that is specifically free. Theoretically, everybody should be following EA's rules and unlocking things after like a month, but hey, you know. But all you do is scroll down to a post, click on these links, and it's going to download the CC. So we'll get some clothes and I'll show you downloading some furniture too. It's all the same, but hey, we're here, I'll show you. So you can also check out their collections, and they may have it more organized like I do, to where you can just go click and download stuff. Honestly, downloading from Patreon is really just that simple. Another website that you can go to is Sims Finds, which again, if you just click like trendings or downloads, whatever, you should be able to click the big green download button and it'll take you to your downloads. Now sometimes it will take you to a Patreon or TSR depending, instead of just downloading it straight from the website. Like here, you see it took me to Patreon. Again, I can just click these links and download. Downloading CC is just that simple. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look for some mods to download. I've got a background right here, a cast background, so I'm just going to download that cast background. That one I had to click try again because I've already downloaded it. Let's look up a loading screen. I could use a new one. This one here is pretty. We'll click download and you see it can automatically start downloading. Now, CurseForge does have a mod manager, but I'm a bit anal about how I organize my CC, so I do it manually. I don't do it through the app. Same thing with TSR. It has a manager that I used to use. It works well. I just like to organize things myself. Then we can also go to their modding section, and let's go ahead and grab MCC to show you that one. It's a pretty common mod. And another mod that I'd like to show you is more cast columns, which will make dressing up your Sims and cast for 3 hours feel a little less mind-numbing. So I can share the link in the descriptions for these different mods too. We'll just click the 4 columns, and I'll show you what that means once we get in game. So those are some mods that we've liked. Let's go to the Sims resource and get some houses and some Sims. Alright, once you're in TSR, you can go to your categories and pick Sims, rooms, houses, blah blah blah. There's tons of things to pick from. Right now we're under lots. I'm just going to find some CC houses that we like. This one's cute. We'll click add to basket. And this one, I like this one, it's a no CC. And usually if it doesn't have CC, it'll say no CC. If it's not furnished, it should usually say that too. We'll go ahead and add those 2 houses to the basket. Let's look for some rooms now. We've got some different rooms to choose from here. This is a pretty room. Let's add that to the basket. And if it acquires additional CC, you'll see it here. We'll go ahead and add that one. This is a cute nursery. Let's add that one too. And then let's get some Sims. Let's get this girly. She's cutie patootie. Again, it'll show this is what you need. And now it has some stuff that comes from other websites. So you can click open link in new tab. And we can go ahead and download that too. And then we can just click download. Go back to our Sims. It's got this other thing. Download there. So as you can see, some people will put links on their Patreon for you to download stuff. So you just got to keep an eye out if you can't see like right in your face how to download it. You see it took me like a little second there. We'll add these guys to our basket. This one's missing a lot of stuff. I don't want to go looking for all of that. So when it comes to adding mods to your game, the most important part, honestly, is organization. That's where your downfall is going to be if you're really struggling to figure out what's going on with your game. So first you're going to want to do is Documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 4, and the important folders we're going to be working in is our mods folder and our tray folder. Now, the tray folder is pretty much going to be everything that's not a package file. So package files is like CC, and then mods are package files, and also mods can also be script files depending. So first we can drop our mods. Now, like I said, organization is key. If you load up your Sims game and it relatively works, I know it's a buggy game, but relatively works, then you're great. If you load it up with mods and CC and something's not working, it's either something to do with the organization of your mods or having a broken mod. Now, I find the better you organize your mods in CC, the easier it is to find these problem mods in CC when the game is patched and up. Command Center and Wicked Whims are common mods that break during patches because they're script mods. When big patches come out, they change coding, they change script. Then the mods need to be updated for their script to match. So it's best to have your stuff organized so these things are easier to find when you're updating. So because of time for recording a video, I'm not going to go through and organize everything, but there's only a few creators right here. So I like to have my build by mode CC creators, cast background, cast CC creators, gameplay mods, loading screens, and unsorted. When I have like 22,000 CC files in my game. So when I download new CC, I put it into an unsorted folder, play my game a bit, see if everything works great, and then once I know the game works great with the new CC added, then I go and sort it into these other different folders. I want to say you can have about 4 or 5 deep folders in your game. So like if you wanted to do unsorted and then put another folder and then put a folder in that folder, like it's okay. So a lot of these are cast creators. So looks like we've got Northern Siberian Winds. And you'll notice that this mods folder is extremely empty. This is not my actual mods folder. I wanted to do a clean mods folder to show you guys how to organize things. My mods folder, like I said, has 22,000 files in it. So it takes my game it doesn't take my game a long time to load. It takes my game less than 5 minutes to load. But I just didn't want to have to show you all of that. But if you want to see how organizing of a folder can be done, this is how my mods folder is organized. So like I have those folders, like I said, with a couple extras. And like when you go into my cast CC folder, I have everything organized by creator. So like I said, I put it in this unsorted folder, test it in game. Once I know it works, then they get sorted into their respective folders. But anyway, so we got that CC in there. The more cast columns is a gameplay mod, so we'll put that there. So this is my cast background. You can only have one cast background in your game at a time, so that's why I like to give it its own folder. Just like the cast background, loading screens, you can only have one, so that's why it gets its own folder. We have all that stuff in our Sims resource basket, so I'm just going to click download, and it's going to pack this all up into a zip folder. Once it's packed up, you can click download now. The basket feature is only available to those in VIP. I definitely thought mine expired. I don't know why I still have it. Normally you would click download and it'll download a zip for you. The basket just makes it so you can download more things at once. So we've got all that junk we downloaded from TSR. We're going to extract it. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to put all the non-package file things into the tray folder. So gonna click all those, and then all the mods are going to be all the package files, and we'll put them here into the unsorted so you guys don't have to see me going through all of that. The last mod type we have are gameplay mods, and because mod command center like has so many files, I'm not going to put it in the gameplay mods folder because you can't put script files too deep or they won't work. So I'm just going to put it in its own folder and then put it in the main mods folder. I do the same thing with Wicked Whims. Any big mods that have like multiple files, you just put them like in the main mods folder, at least one folder deep. If you put it too many deep, they won't work. With the tray files, with the tray folder, you can't add extra folders in it. That's just in the mods folder, just so you know. Now that we've got everything in here, let's go in our game. So, if we've done everything right, the first thing we should notice is the loading screen. There we go, we've got our pretty loading screen. Now, if you're wondering why my saturation is off, it's because I have G-Shade on. If this is your first time putting mods in CC in-game, they're likely not going to show up, because you need to enable them. So you have to go to game options, go to other, and make sure this box is checked and this box is checked. And then you'll have to apply the changes and then leave the game and come back in. Another thing, once you have things enabled for the first time, when you load in, this box will pop up. Usually it's check marked. You want to uncheck this box. The more CC you have in your game, if this box is trying to pop up, your game will take forever to load and may not even load because it's trying to like synchronize this list for you. So you want to uncheck it so this box doesn't show at startup. I have 22,000 CC files in my game, and if this box is checked, when major updates happen, and sometimes I like to delete all the like extra files in my game for a refresh or a repair, this box will automatically make itself pop up and I forget, and I'll have all my mods in and my game won't load. Like, it won't go past the Sims 4 loading screen because trying to generate this list. So once you start having tons and tons of CC, you don't want this box popping up. So make sure you disable it. But when all that's enabled, we can go take a look. As you saw, the loading screen worked. Let's go check and see if our Sims are in the game. Then we'll go to a lot and look at the houses and the rooms. So to get to your Sims, you're going to go to Gallery, go to My Library, and I'm going to say this before switching over it because I'm going to have to censor my library because I got some lewd activities in my library. But you'll go to My Library, over here click Include Custom Content, and we're looking for our Sims, so we'll click Households too. So once you click those boxes in your gallery, in your library, you'll see your Sims pop up. This is one of the girls we downloaded, so we'll click Place Household. You can either merge or replace depending on what you're doing. So I'm just going to replace, so she's the only Sim I got. And sometimes you'll have a box pop up that says like missing CC items. That means you just didn't go download all the CC that they came with. So now that we've got her, if we don't want to change anything, we don't have to. Let's go to the real world. Alright, so I'm just going to go on a big lot because I don't know the size of the houses I downloaded. And you don't have to go to an empty lot. There is an option like to replace a house that's already on the lot if you don't want to go to an empty one. So once we're in game, before we actually place the lots, there's a few cheats we need to turn on. So we're going to do Control-Shift-C, testing cheats true. And then we're going to put on bb.move objects on. And then we're going to give ourselves some money too, because these houses are usually expensive. The reason why we put the bb.move objects cheat on is because a lot of creators will use the move objects cheat to build the house. And if you place a house that's been built with that cheat on and you don't have the cheat on, it will move things to not look how it looked when you like saw pictures of it. And so like this house is one that was built with move objects on, because you see I got an error thing right here. And that error is always going to pop up even if you have the cheat on. It's just letting you know, hey, if you don't have this cheat on and this creator used it, it's not going to work properly. So as we can see, the house is here. It said it's missing stuff. It was probably stuff like from packs that I don't own. And you'll also notice sometimes there will be a lot of blue carpets around. That means that there was something missing from a pack that you don't own, and the game tried to replace it and couldn't figure out a great alternative, and so it replaced it with blue carpets. Sometimes like wallpaper will be missing, blah blah blah, but you get the gist of it. That's how you put the lots in. And the rooms, you do the same thing. You just click rooms, click download, and you can place them wherever. And then lastly, I must not have had a lot of packs that came with. So like this, you see how there's like these random side tables. So there was something in this room that from a pack that I don't own. And so to compensate, the game put all these side tables in it. I'll look at another one. Okay. So as you see with this one, it doesn't have all that random crap because I own everything that was used in this room. The last mod that we're going to check is Command Center, which it should pop up with something like this so that you know it's in game. And then when you click on your sim, you should have the options to do different things for Command Center. So as you can see, downloading mods are super easy. That's how you download mods, sims, CC, lots, rooms, blah blah blah. Hope you had a good time. See you in the next one.